What up, squad? So a lot of y'all in my 2 previous videos were asking me, CKid, how in the world did you get this dope background that y'all are seeing right now on my Galaxy S22 Ultra? Now, the funny thing about it, it's kind of simple but complicated in the same sense. So in this video, y'all, I'm going to be showing y'all exactly how to customize your Galaxy device to get this exact same clean, minimal look that y'all see right here. But before we get into all of that, step by step of me showing you guys exactly how to do it, y'all already know how we get down over here. Comment down below right now how many likes is on this video at the time of you guys are watching it, so that way you know, I can respond to y'all in the comments and we can go ahead and run up the video views. Let's go ahead, let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing that I need you guys to do is you're gonna go ahead and download 4 applications from the Google Play Store. Now, step 1, we're gonna go ahead and download an app called KWGT. Now, this is gonna be the source for everything getting the widgets that we need on this device. Now, step 2 is gonna go ahead and download an app called Snapseed. Now, this is gonna be something extra that we're gonna need for the background that you guys are seeing right here and kind of how we got everything set up. Now, step 3, we're gonna go ahead and download an app called Rain Paper. Now, this is gonna give us that whole rain saucy effect that y'all seeing on the screen that I know you guys love. Now, this next 4th step, y'all, is super important. Now, check this out. Down in the comments down below, I've pinned a comment down there that I have a couple of backgrounds that you guys can use that's gonna look saucy with this phone, with this whole rain effect. Now, after you guys download the photos from the comments, I want you guys to go ahead and leave the comment #SquadGotIt, so that way I'll know the link is still working right and y'all are able to download them onto your device. All right, so now that you guys have everything downloaded onto your device that you're gonna need for this video, the first thing I need you all to do is go ahead and remove any apps displaying on your home screen. Now, for the sake of this video, y'all, I've went ahead and stripped every single thing off of my device that you guys can see right here. I've taken it back to a default background that y'all see right here. Next thing, let's go ahead and get this background and the whole rainy effect that y'all love. Now, for the sake of this video, y'all, I'm gonna be using this whole downtownish photo that y'all can see right here that I have up here on the screen. Now, this is gonna be the photo that I'm gonna be using. I'll also have this for you guys down in the description section below. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and go to Snapseed. Now, we're gonna go ahead and press on the little plus icon and we're gonna scroll and find the photo under our photos gallery, and we're just gonna go ahead and tap on this one here. Now, the first thing I like to do under looks is we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna tap on faded glow. Now, this is just gonna add like this little filter that kind of gives a little bit more of a moodier look. So once we have that, we just go ahead and tap on the little check mark there, and then from there we're just gonna skip over tools. We're gonna go straight to export. Now, we're gonna go ahead and go to save, and we're just gonna save that copy of that photo to our photos album. So now if we go to our photo gallery, we can see that photo has now been added to our gallery, right? All right, so now that we had that, the next thing we need to do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to the app called Rain Paper. Now, under Rain Paper, we're gonna go ahead and tap on background. And then once we're on the background, we're gonna tap on images, my images, and then we're gonna go ahead and select the photo that we just made the changes within Snapseed, right? Now, within here, we're gonna go ahead and just choose a section of this photo that you guys like. Now, I personally like to get a little bit of the sky, a little bit of the city, and then as well as kind of the highway and a little bit of the river on the side. So once we have that, we're gonna go ahead and tap done. And then it's gonna pull it up here. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and go to customization. Now, under customization, we're gonna change a couple things here. Now, we're gonna change the dim amount. So I always set my dim amount to be just right on the O under the amount. Now, fogginess, this is gonna change the kind of how much of a, I guess like a fog or some type of a blurry effect that's gonna go over. Now, you can play with this, but for me, I like to set it right under the end, so that way it's not too foggy and you can kind of still make out what the photo is. And then my wind speed is, I got that all the way down to 0. My rain chance, I do have that up somewhat high to kind of give it more of a dramatic effect. And then my rain intensity, I have it set to right underneath the S under intensity. Storminess, now this is going to be if you guys want to have like lightning and stuff like that, you can actually have that, and I'll just kind of turn it up so you guys can kind of see what that is. And you can kind of see like lightning effect kind of going across the screen. But for me, for the sake of this video, I don't necessarily need that, so I'll just go ahead and just kind of turn storminess all the way off, just because that's just not the vibe that I'm going for. So I'll turn that all the way off. Snow intensity, we're not doing snow, so we don't need that. Now, raindrop scale, now this is going to be based on your personal settings of what you guys want, but I always keep mine just a little bit above the E on scale, so that way, you know, we're gonna get, you know, the bigger drops to kind of go on the screen and just kind of make it a little bit more dramatic. So once we have all of that set, we're gonna go ahead and go back to here, and then we're just gonna tap on activate. And then from here, it's gonna give you a nice little preview of it, and then we can just press on set wallpaper, and then boom, set home and lock screens, and it's gonna go ahead and set that now to the background of our phone that you guys can see right there. Pretty sick, right? All right, so the next thing we're gonna need to do, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna need to go ahead and add our date here at the top. Now this is where things, you know, follow along with me because it kind of gets a little tricky here. So we're gonna go ahead and press and hold on the screen. And we're gonna go ahead and tap on widgets, because now you've downloaded the app that I told you guys to download, which is the KWGT. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll in here to custom widgets right here, and we're just gonna select a KWGT 1x1 frame, and we're gonna go ahead and select add. Now once we've done that, we're gonna just go ahead and just drag it to just to make it a little bit bigger for what we need, and then we're just gonna kind of move it over, tap and hold, and we're just going to move it over to the right side of our screen. Now once we had that, just kind of tap off of it to get rid of the blue boxes, and then we're just going to press in on it, and then within here it's going to open up the KWGT application. Now within here, you're going to want to go ahead and download the pack called HUK KWGT. Now I've already have mine downloaded, but to do it, you just tap on the search icon up here. So if you type in HUK and then KWGT, and you'll see it as the first one here that's gonna pop up. So you're gonna wanna go ahead and download that. And once you guys have it downloaded, you're gonna come back into here, and you should see it now under your install packs. Now, once we have it under the install packs, we're just gonna go ahead and tap on it, and then we're gonna go ahead and find the one that we're looking for. Now, the one that I have for this one, I'm gonna scroll down. Now, this downside to this is you can't search it. Like, the search feature in here doesn't work as well as it should. So we're just gonna keep scrolling. Now, there's a lot of different options in here that you guys can use, but I have a specific one that I like, so I'm gonna go ahead and just keep scrolling until I find it. Now, once we find it, it is called Free 103. Now, this is the one that I like, so just go ahead and tap on that. Now, this is gonna bring up like the ability for you guys to be able to edit this, and you can make changes to the color and all these different things like that. But for me, I personally like it the way it is, so I just go ahead and just press on save, and then now swipe up to the bottom, and then boom, now we have it right up here on the top right corner of the screen how we want. Now, the last thing that we're gonna need is we're gonna wanna add our icon widgets here on the bottom. So we do the exact same thing, press and hold, and then we're gonna tap on widgets, and then we're gonna scroll down to custom widget here, and again, we're gonna do a 1x1 frame, and just go ahead and add that to the screen. And now for this one, we're gonna drag it all the way across the body of the screen, and we're just gonna press and hold, and we're just gonna move it down to the bottom for us to be able to add it onto the screen. Now, once we have that, just tap off of it, and then tap onto it, and then we're gonna go right back into the HUK KWGT widget for the packs. And then here, we're gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom, towards the bottom, because that's kind of where this one is at. And now for this one is called Free 188. So we're gonna go ahead and tap on this one. Now, I know it looks a bit different because I did have it more of a transparent look, so that way you didn't have the white boxes around there. So we are gonna change that. Now, the first thing we're gonna do before we go ahead and save it, we're gonna go ahead and go to layer, and then we're just gonna bump this up. We're gonna bump this all the way up to like let's do like 112. We're gonna go ahead and say that, right? And it looks like it's just off the screen and just looks pretty bad, right? So what we're gonna do is gonna tap, and we're gonna go right back into it. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and remove these white backgrounds from here. Now, to do that, under items, you're gonna just tap on icon, and then for phone, we're just gonna tap on phone, and we're gonna go to shape. Now, shape, we're gonna go to paint. And then from here, we're gonna tap on the color, and then all we need to do is just turn this opacity all the way down to 0%, and then press apply, and you can now see that that has been removed. And now we're gonna go ahead and say that, and we're basically just gonna do the exact same thing for every single one of these icons. Now, to go back, you just go ahead and just tap on the second layer up here at the top, which is icons, and we're gonna go to messages, go to shape, and we're just gonna literally repeat the exact same thing. Go to paint, and then we're just gonna turn down the opacity to 0%. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for the rest of these. we're gonna go ahead and say that. So now we got all of the backgrounds removed. So one thing I am gonna do is go back to the root of it, and I am gonna remove and just kind of turn this down, the scale down a little bit, because I feel like it's just a little too big. So we're gonna go ahead to do something like, we're gonna do like 109, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and say that. So now on our home screen, you can kind of see, now on our home screen, you can see the icons here has the transparent background and it just looks super clean. Now, I know you probably like, well, CKid, I don't really want like Chrome browser, or I don't want my email or whatever. You do have the flexibility to be able to change these icons to be whatever you guys want it to be, right? So we're gonna go back into it to change it. Now to change it, all you do is just tap somewhere in the middle of the icons on the screen, right? So once we do that, we're gonna go back into it. So let's just say, for example, I want to actually change the Chrome one to be YouTube, right? So in order to do that, the first thing we're going to need to do is just tap on the little checkbox here, and then up here we're going to tap on edit, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change this to say YouTube. So we're going to change that to YouTube. And now that's going to change here. Now that doesn't necessarily change it to YouTube, but it just changes the name here for us. Now, in order to change it to YouTube, we just tap on it, and then we're going to go to font icon. Now, font icon, we're going to go to the icon one here. Just tap on it, and then we're going to scroll down towards the bottom, and this is where you're going to see the YouTube icons that you see right here. So we're going to tap on this one because this is the one we're going to need. Now, the other thing that I like to do is I like to change the color of it to kind of match what the application is. So YouTube color for their logo is a red icon. So let's just go ahead and go to paint, and then we're going to go ahead and tap on that, and let's change it to a red color here. So we're just going to change it to red there, and we're going to go ahead and apply. Now the other thing I like to do is we're going to go to FX, and I want to change this to be more of like a let's do like a white, right? So we're going to change that to be like a white color there, and just press apply, and then now you can kind of see, kind of have this red to white gradient. Or I can change it to be like black. Let's say, for example, I want it to be more of like a black, to kind of give it more of a moodier look. If that's something that you guys are looking for, you can do that as well. So I kind of like that. We're going to keep it on that color scheme right there. And then from there, the next thing we need to do is we need to go ahead and change it to whereas when I tap on it, it's going to actually go to YouTube, right? So let's just go back to one layer up, and we're going to go ahead and go to touch. And then right here, we're going to go to launch application. So we're going to tap on that. And instead of where it says Chrome, we're just going to tap on it, and we're going to scroll down to the application here on our device. And we're just going to keep scrolling until we find YouTube. Tap on YouTube, and then boom, you're going to go ahead and hit save. And now when I tap on YouTube, boom, it should launch it open, and bam, I got YouTube open right there. And just like that, y'all, man, you got all access to all of your favorite applications. And again, you can change these to be whatever you guys like. If I press on phone, it's going to launch my phone. YouTube's going to launch my YouTube, Twitter, and so forth, my camera application if I want to kind of do that as well, so which is really dope. So there y'all have it, y'all. You got your phone all set up. Now there's a bunch of other customization that you guys can do to go ahead and sauce it up if you guys want to, and I might go ahead and create a whole series here on the channel, man, where I show y'all some more dope Galaxy screen setups. Let me know if that's something y'all want me to do down in the comment section below. If it is, then you know, I might kind of look out here and just kind of put it here on the channel. I think it actually could be dope, and maybe y'all can go ahead and also share some of y'all setups as well, and I'll get those setups here on the channel as well. So if that's something y'all are interested in, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. But like always, y'all, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we on our way to that 100K mark. And as always, man, make your move and always remember your why. I'll see y'all in the next one. Squad.